Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik channel. Finally back. Alright, let's get right back into the reactions. Busy work day yesterday. Videos being blocked when I had a moment to make videos. I had to kind of regather my thoughts, so I'm gonna go on the trot right now and get a bunch done. First up is on the trot. Anyway, Bryson Gray, happy music video. Hashtag Pride Month, you know what I'm saying? You know what? Anyway, let's just press play.
I went down.
Alright, so right off the bat, what we got here, we got ourselves maybe one of these SJWs. Looking at, I mean, with all the rainbows, it's a shame, you know, what the hell's going on with this rainbow stuff. as a salty cracker put it, what a lovely symbol of God's promise from Genesis, you know, in the Bible, the rainbow. With that once being what the rainbow represented, no grand scale. An inversion is being attempted by a bunch of otherwise inclined people. Oh hey, you know, I tell you what. No, I guess I'll stick to my original summation. Right, I was gonna say there are people of a certain orientation who happen to be of a faith that many claim is by the written word that they follow quite against that outlook. I'm being as very non-explicit as I can right now, but whether that be the case or not, the the rainbow here, this agenda is a bit much, even by the standard person who is of that orientation, who wants to just you know, live their life and not be bothered. When people don the so-called rainbow and just say we're coming for your children, yeah, I don't think that is something anyone should take pride in. Anyway,
I don't know when
yo, sounds nice. He's singing right here. You got some lyrics to go with it. I don't know when anything is here.
went so woke. Why is there a feminist in every TV show? I can't watch a movie without seeing rainbows. I can't find a male music artist not wearing girl clothes.
Male music artist. Oh, music girl. Wait, unless you did say that, maybe.
Find a male music artist not wearing girl clothes.
Yeah, I was right. And it's nice use of autotune right there, man. I don't know, the top lowest use of autotune. Anyway, it's not compared the two. They ought to both be mag and done with. Yo, and of course, what he's talking about. He's got a Tom McDonald thing going on here, and quite frankly, I wish I reacted to Tom McDonald's thing first, but you know, the Sky video, I'll check that out right after this. But essentially, you know, because in my opinion, Friday's Tom's Day, but like he said, but yo, and nobody owns the days of the week. What am I trying to say? Essentially saying the same thing over and over in a different song, but it's a bit like, you know, it's like having a favorite or anything. It could be fast food, it could be fine dining or whatever. When you like something, you want to try over and over again. It's, you know, you can't blame the person for putting it out. And it's not even just like we're going through a phase per se. Maybe we are, you know, us who love this MAGA message, because once, of course, as of the time of this recording, while people are anticipating 2024 and the day of reckoning coming to the deep state, you know, we're just waiting for retribution to come and just finally eclipse them who've been trying to where patriots can surpass them, where they've been trying to eclipse us. All the stuff he's talking about here, right here, we heard it before. The what's up boy's name? Kid Cudi wearing a dress. What's the other rapper's name? Lil Yachty. Don't get me started on the Devil's Lil Nas X or Lucifer, aka Lil Uzi Vert. Anyway, in fact, no, forget him. He's well, one thing I can say I respect about well, enough respect, but one thing I can appreciate about that little Lucifer is that he's at least upfront with you. You know what he's about. If you still go to the concerts and think his raps are cool, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, again, his rap name being quite clear as to what he's about, well, it's something that people can somehow rationalize away from themselves and ration some more lies too. But when it comes to the actual lyrics saying "I'm going to hell, I'm taking you with me," and so you're like, what? You know what? I unsubscribed. I was never subscribed. But anyway, enough of this rambling. Let Bryson take it away. Go.
I can read your mind. I should be banned on everything. I'm a hateful.
But you know what? It reminds me of, again, sorry to just keep interrupting, but it does sound like Loza right now. And Loza tries to do this kind of rock music to appeal to his MAGA audience. And let's keep it real, man. MAGA rapper or not, a lot of your audience love this kind of country rock music right here. So, yeah, man. There's an inordinate amount of MAGA rap coming from you, Bryson and Loza. Disproportionate, I say. I say you ought to lean more into the rock music with auto-tune to smooth over your discrepancies with with the singing craft. Anyway, keep going.
Bigger than everything I say is so mean. I should believe all women because every girl is a queen. Tell me.
I should believe a woman because every girl's a queen. This burgers look nice. Too bad I can't eat through the camera. Anyway, nah. I just love eating with my eyes. I'm weird.
Something I don't know. Cause wow, y'all are so predictable.
Ooh, this is done well. I think Bryson's improving. I mean, it's the same old Bryson with the beats, but the blending of the beats with the rock guitar is very nice. It maybe he is improving, but I mean, the way he's not just doing the same old beat song. It sounds like the same old beat again, but it's kind of changing up. But who knows? 31, eh? God bless you.
Everything's political. Why are y'all so sad and miserable? I think you're mad because I'm happy.
Amen.
You want me unhappy. Just maybe I'm not the one that's crazy. Maybe it's all y'all that think man can't have babies. Now you hate me, but it doesn't faze me.
That's too funny. Look, before I'm not, like I said, I've really grown recently in my recent episode of being cornered in my job of having to PCR. Oh boy, I hate to put it to you in that way, people, but yeah, it was a very horrible moment. But I realized that I kind of got myself in that position because it's not even just a case of people saying take this test. It's a case of everybody's saying, oh, because of you flaunting your not believing in the agenda, you got people ill. I'm like, man, I couldn't even begin to go into rebuttal mode at that moment because I'm like, it's like when somebody brings you false evidence and it appears real. In other words, that's an acronym for fear, by the way. I mean, that's what an acronym for fear has been defined as. And if you were to deny them, you just make them more crazy. And in this world you're dealing with right now, people with the muzzles, they're like, there's no getting through to them. But because they'll tell their muzzled friends in the government. It's not so much the community coming against you per se. It's they're actually legal ramifications involved if you don't capitulate to something is not true. But anyway, I had to just say, okay, fine, fair enough. This is my opinion on the matter, and that's that. Maybe I can't prove it in a way that makes sense to you, but that's that. When I did that, As Bryson Gray said, is saying right now, you take the wind out of the opponent's sails. You're happy, and they're the ones mad. There's so many people which are trying to reach back out to me and try and say, "Oh, I was wrong," for putting my views on you and saying I shouldn't listen. I'm not interested in that so much because I'm more interested in them realizing to the point where they free themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really interested about being right about opinions. Opinions and facts are separate things, and they're both things that we ought to, respect in our own ways. It's not like facts trump opinions to the point where I don't want to hear your opinion. When you do that, you get this SJW like you got on screen right now. Feel like you're trying to say my opinion doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. Even if the person saying no, I'm not, they say yes, you are. The only way to kind of I mean, when you come at them with facts, of course, they go even more crazy, and they're like, it's like, huh? They can't hear the facts. So, all right. The only way around this is to, again, like Trump would say that this is what I put out. I put forth my opinion on the matter, but of course you make your choices of what you think is right, namely with the vax. Of course, the support saying, "Oh, we don't agree that this we should say is facts and so on." Boo, boo. But Mr. Man, he was right when he said, "You're playing right into your enemy's hands when you just say, oh, my way is right, you're wrong," because facts say, yes, you may be right, but you won't be doing right by pushing your what you understand from your perspective on someone else to the point where it's supposed to quash them, even though you perceive what they're doing as the same. The ego just never wants to claim that it instigated the whole back and forth in the first place. Just drop it and allow people to make their choices on a certain matter. Of course, you need to have your two-way in situations like this where people try to vandalize your property because they can't get through to you. But the main thing, like Bryson is saying in the song, is after all this, is that you're still happy. And I'm happy to say I am. So that's the one thing. And tears are more valuable to an enemy than blood. Or precious, I should say. I think it's a quote from a show called Empress Key. I mean, there's a subtitle, but it's a Korean drama. Tears are more precious to an enemy than blood. If you cry over this, and it's fine, I understand that, but that's the enemy feel that they've really won. That more than them trying to beat their argument into you, which no matter how they try, it won't work. So you'll probably die before you accept it. But if you are smiling, if you are happy, you've won. It's the joy of the Lord is your strength. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's keep it going.
I wouldn't wear a dress even if a label paid me. I know I can read your mind. I should be banned on everything. I'm a hateful bigot in everything I say.
Brain dead idiot destroying entire nation. Biden. That's hilarious. Well, there you go. I'm sure you got some nice, colorful acronyms for Trump on the left too, but maybe a lot less tasteful. Oh, by the way, just what I want to say about the PCI is that another reason why I'm not keen on it is because I don't trust where the data is going. It didn't go up the nose or anything, but oh well, I just have to just smile. I mean, not smile, not just take something I don't like and smile, but smile from knowing that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. But yeah, anyway, it'll make sense if you've been to a situation I've been through. You probably know what I'm talking about, and I'm still happy. And but if you don't, maybe it seems like, oh man, you have to give in. No, I didn't, but I had to play like a chess move to get through this situation. But hey, I got off lightly if I was in certain countries, namely China and so on. I'd be done for. But this is why I'm rocking with the Patriots. God is the only way, people. I mean, that's my view. But let me know what you think.
It's so mean. I should believe all women because every girl is a queen. Tell me something I don't know.
Oh my God, is she gonna break an ender?
Cause wow, y'all are so predictable. Everything's political. Why are y'all so sad and miserable? I think you're mad because I'm happy.
Doormat. That's Biden the doormat thing. again, I'm sure it's
You
something
want
like
me
it broke into Bryson's house.
happy, but I'm like, wow, y'all are so predictable. Everything's political. Why are y'all so?
This is such a song. I was opening up on my anecdote, but it looks like Bryson's illustrating this in his way too. With somebody coming into your personal space and vandalizing your monuments of celebration of life, just because they think it triggers them, because it hurts their feelings. Can you believe that? The only weapon you have is happiness. That's the real one. Beyond everything, love. It's true, you know. I mean, anyway, you'll see if you haven't seen it yet. Just wait. I'm sure a lot of you understand.
So sad and miserable. I think you're mad because I'm happy. You want me unhappy,
It's a good video. Oh man. Oh well.
but I'm like, wow, y'all are so predictable. Everything's political. Why are y'all
For a second, I thought you were gonna smash the billboard player.
so sad and miserable? I think you're mad because I'm happy. You want me unhappy.
Jumping on the bed. Fuck that, all those shoes are good.
Wow, y'all are so predictable.
Damn. It's sad, you know what I mean? I think my brother, even though he's quite on the left at the moment, even till now, I mean, boy, maybe sometimes it's kind of hard to bring yourself to face your ego and say you were wrong on certain things, but this is my view, no, this is my opinion. Maybe he is right on the left, you know. But but he said something once to me once. Sometimes you can go so far being so degenerate, if you would, but it comes at the point where you catch yourself in the mirror. Imagine, for example, like we were talking. I think we went to a bar once and we were just having drinks with our work colleagues, and somebody made a comment about some people in Japan growing up have like ways to obsess. Kids, boys would have ways to obsess over girls that they like. Sometimes they'd I don't know, when they're not looking, they'd suck their pencils or something. Not their own pencil, but the pencil of the kid that they like, the girl that they like or something. And we're like, me and my brother, oh my god, that's horrible. Ugh. And I think so. He said to me, imagine that was you, right? And you thought it was normal, but there comes a point, if you were to catch yourself in the mirror, you'd say, ugh, what am I doing? It's like these people, these SJWs, you wonder if they look in the mirror and say to themselves, what's happened to me? Or if they just not. I understand you can scramble the brain to the point where you just alienate. You just consider your fellow life form, if you would, as unlike you. So to hell with the social aspect, or to hell with coming across as weird to them. And again, this is a both sides thing, a matter of perspective, by the way. But it comes a point where you realize, if I'm actually becoming insane in the process, will I stop myself just in the name of protecting my ego? If you understand what I'm trying to say, it let me know. I'm talking about just as like people on the police on excuse me, January 6th, was beating that. I think a woman who's beating this woman to death, I believe, with a baton. Crazy. You wonder what's going through your head while you're doing this. What can drive a person to be so brutal? Or it's a bit like swatting a fly. A fly may be a pregnant fly, may have babies. You just say, I don't care. I'm not a fly. I can do this. Or if you ever killed an insect or seen somebody just kill an insect out of panic and fear over it, versus maybe a pang in their conscience that may just say, just let it live and go about its business. That's exactly what's. I mean, if you can you can imagine that frame of mind pervading the mind of this kind of person, thinking, or not that this might find this person in a more minor form, or that murderous, brutalizing police officer on January 6th. You know, just gratuitously um, obliterating people, innocent people, or at least people who aren't fighting back. You know, in an unlawful way, one way or another. It's probably because they've just become completely dehumanized. They dehumanize who they're attacking, and they dehumanize themselves. And this is where it starts. This is my opinion. What do you think? Anyway.
Everything's political. Why are y'all so sad and miserable? I think you're mad because I'm happy.
This is a very nice bit of evangelism. Not going too far, you know. As in, not to try and get the authorities involved too soon.
You want me
Oh, well, here we go.
happy.
Oh, there you go.
I can read your mind. I should be banned on
Bigot.
everything. I'm a hateful bigot in every.
You know what? If anything can make you smile, if you haven't figured out the love aspect yet, this at least can make you laugh.
Everything I say is so mean. I should believe all women because every girl is a queen. Tell me something I don't know.
This is a great video. Oh, coming home to say, what happened to my crib? Somebody banned the lives where I live. Must be a lid. Great video. Hope you're happy, libs. Anyway, yes, let's go, Brandon. Oh, people, I'll check out the next one later. What was that? Oh, Pride. I checked that one out before. People, man. If I just go back up, that's on the end of that image. Whew, let me know what you think. Boy, oh boy, I'm a very happy dude indeed. Thank you, Bryson. Great. You know, I just spilled my anecdotes to you in the process. I don't know if this actually happened to you, Bryson, but it's a great piece that many of us can relate to. But yo, Trump 2024. Where we go, one we go, all peace, and Trump 2020 also.